Hello Tasha, hello Linda, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm good, Linda. Glad you're okay. Hello Wendy Ann. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome, as long as it helped him in some way. Good. I don't know why it was. Was it on the mentoring page? Let's see. I don't know, it's coming up for me. Just have to keep trying it, my lovely. Just intend that it works. I intend that I get this booking done. I'll give you the link again. Might be different. There you go, try that. Moon, it's only paid readings, my lovely. bickies then. Eat them bickies. Yes, them bickies. Good girl. No. Excuse me. Cuddle them up with your teddy. That's it. Quite a few bickies going on there. You've got 4 bickies. Oh, that's naughty. That's naughty having 4 bickies. Isn't it? Mm. Hello, my lovely. Hello, Anjali.
I did used to when I first started, when I was first coming across the law of assumption and attraction, but not anymore. I see the odd video of hers. No, she's probably the best one for the meditations that I've come across regarding releasing the past. Remember, you're only holding the past in place. What's happened, happened. You're the one giving it that meaning and still holding on to that. And you can change that today. Okay, so because you keep going back to it, you need to look at why you keep going back to it. Because it's basically because you got so used to doing it. It's become your default program. It's familiar. That's why we have to break those old familiar cycles by reaffirming the new. Okay, it has what happened has nothing to do with the now. Okay, the current circumstances and what's happened doesn't matter. You're doing the new, what's happening, the new story, but you keep going back to the old. Okay, so that's why self-concept is important as well. You can go and look at one of her releasing videos. It might help, it might not. Just doing the Ho'oponopono prayer as well. And I think she does a meditation on that, but you can find that, you know, just that I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just saying that over. You're not doing it to your person, you're doing it to yourself. You've created what's happened. Okay, so you are doing it to your higher self or to your inner self. Okay. I think Joe Dispenza no, not Joe Dispenza. Who was it? It was Joe Vitale says about it. Well, lots of people do as well, but he was featured in The Secret. Oh dear. Remember, Neela, as well, the past is only coming back through your present observation of it. Okay, it's how you perceive it. That's how you're still looking at it and keeping it in place. You're the only one keeping it in place. Okay, and let me know your name in the chat, my lovelies, for the two of you that have just paid. Yeah, I got yours, Felicita, but there's somebody before you. I don't want to say their PayPal name in case it's different on the chat name. So the other person that's paid, can you just let me know who you are in the chat, because you're first. Asking about Pisces. Oh no, yes you are asking about Pisces. Disney fan, are you the one asking about the Pisces? Okay, you're first, my lovely, before Felicita. Oh. Hang on a minute, I've just got to let the dog out. And then she'll want to come back in because her biscuits are in here. Right, okay. So 10 cards on Pisces. Here she comes. I'm not getting anything untoward. There's nothing here, really. I will go through it with you, but there's nothing to worry about here. Okay, so in his energy, we've got journey, so he may have taken a trip somewhere. But he certainly believes in the connection still, and, you know, an apology or coming forward, you know, I'm so sorry I didn't reply to your text or whatever here. Okay, it might not be exactly that, but there's some kind of, you know, apology here. In the energy between you, I don't know if he's older than you, because we've got mature man here. Maybe that you wish he was more mature, so it might be coming out because you're saying, I wish he was more mature, or would act his age or whatever. But again, focusing on what you want, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And home, it could be that there's an issue around home, but this card usually comes out when it shows that the two of you are going to be living together. Okay, here the advice for you is just to bring in this loving energy between you. Okay, loving energy, knowing that he'll come forward and speak his truths. Okay, and here, staying in your power. So instead of having a meltdown because your thoughts will create, okay, so Spirit is saying by staying in your power is, of course he's going to ring me. Okay, he's just, his phone just went flat and he can't find his charger. He's such a silly old fool or whatever, okay? Just make up a story that is implying that he's going to ring you. If you keep panicking and you're blowing up his phone, all you're going to do, all your energy is going to do is push it further away from you. Okay, so you just go around the rest of your day just going, it's perfectly fine, everything is fine between us, it's not a problem, you know, he's just either at work, he's visiting his parents, he's, you know, any story that you want that implies that he's elsewhere doing something that you would want him to be doing, and the reason he can't get to his phone. He'll look at it later when he's not, you know, when he's free or when he's charged it or whatever, okay? There's nothing to worry about here. There's nothing, you know, he's quite, you know, believes in the connection. You've got to trust, focus on what you do want, bring loving energy into it. You know, stay in your power and he'll come forward. Again, I don't know what this journey is. It may be that, you know, don't know. If there's a third party, has me worried. So is he with somebody else then? Right, okay, so they may have had to have taken a journey somewhere. Okay, but he will come back and explain what happened, why he couldn't reply. You know, whenever you're dealing with somebody with a third party, people will ignore you because you don't know if third party is breathing, you know, looking over their shoulder, or, you know, who you texting, etc., etc. Who's that? So, you know, a lot of people will block people because they want to do it in their pace, not having you or the other person outside of that relationship blowing up their phone, causing more trouble. Okay, but there's nothing here, just trust. Okay, it could be, again, something at home. Also, do not give the third party energy. The more energy you give the third party, the more she's going to stay around. Okay, so whenever you think about him, say, of course he's reaching out to me. Of course he's ringing me. He always chooses me. He's only ever had eyes for me. Okay, if you focus one iota of your energy on third party, you're keeping her there. Okay, just like lighting this candle. Everything is energy. Your thoughts are energy. And when you're focusing on something, it grows. So if you don't want third party to be in there, you have to focus on just the two of you being a couple. Okay, worrying and stressing, just keep her burning brightly in your consciousness. Okay, in your reality. She's not going to go anywhere. But there's nothing here that is, you know, untoward. There's nothing here where, you know, trust. He believes in this connection. He believes in you. Just bring loving energy into the connection. Yeah, and just focus back on you sitting there looking pretty. Okay, not waiting. You're going out and seeing your friends. You're doing something. You're having your hair done. You're doing your nails, or you're living your life. Sitting around waiting causes a bigger time delay. I will tell you that now. Okay. If you're putting your life on hold and you're worrying and stressing of what's going on between those two, I'm telling you now, you're causing a big, big time delay. You're not doing yourself any favours. Okay, Felicita. I did see your... No, I didn't. What's your question, Felicita, my lovely? Okay, are you in contact or no contact? Felicita, are you in contact or no contact? Okay. Thank you. It's all right. The reason I asked is because of these two cards. And rather than go through both different, oh, this is what it would be if you were in contact and this is what it'd be if it was in no contact, it's easier to just go through one. have you been in no contact for? Has it been a while or not very long? Because I've got two cards here looking at time. You're worrying about the time here. So just, has it just been a couple of days or has it been months? Just clarify that for me, my lovely. Okay. Right, he is thinking about future. Okay, and of course it's come out in the energy between you two. So he is thinking about his future overall and, you know, wanting you to be in it. There is movement going on behind the scenes that you can't see, but it's going in your favor. Action is being taken for the two of you to be happy and contented with each other here. So his energy is really good. Okay, he's wanting to come forward and speak his truth, and we've got that twice. Okay, so in the energy between you, Spirit is saying, you know, you feel a really strong connection to him still because you've had a past life with him. Now, it doesn't have to have been as lovers in a past life. It can be that you just from the same soul group. So your soul is very comfortable with his soul. Okay, but you're wanting, you know, he's wanting to come forward and you're wanting him to come forward. But Spirit is saying, you know, you keep robbing yourself. The reason it's not coming forward is because your energy is looking at what you don't have and the time. Okay, so you're robbing yourself of more time because the watched pot doesn't boil. The more you focus on it's been X amount of years, it's been so long, blah 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 blah, and everything that you haven't got, you're keeping it all in place. So Spirit is saying the two of you got the skills to be together. Okay, these two arrows are a bit like the Two of Cups. You've got the skills for the two of you to be together. So what do you need to do? Spirit is saying you need to attract his energy to your energy instead of pushing it away. Okay, so when you're focusing on he's not here, it's been 3 years, I wonder if he's moved on, I wonder if he still even thinks about me, does he even want to be with me? It's probably impossible. The last time we spoke he didn't have any interest in me very much. Okay, that is all the old story that you're just repeating and going to keep seeing. Nothing happening. Okay, so attract to you what you want. He's reaching out to me. He is missing me. He wants me. He's in love with me. Okay, I'm the only woman he's ever had eyes for. He is wanting to see me, etc., etc. Okay. And him and I heard, but I cannot be putting the indeed about the time. Yes, so again, Spirit is saying if you do that, if you start attracting him to you, okay, instead, then he will come forward. But again, in this time, have you grown? Again, she's dangling a pocket watch. So in this time, have you grown? Okay. Exactly, you're affirming a lot since a month. Okay, I'm going to put a link to I'm going to do a link to 2 videos, okay, in the description box, and I want you to watch them. One, you know, is somebody that she hadn't heard from for 2 years, and another one was somebody like 10 years. The time doesn't matter. You're the one focusing on the time, so you're causing the time delay. Has nothing to do with your specific person. It's you and the energy that you're giving off. That's why Spirit is saying attract him to you and he will come forward, because he definitely wants to here. It's only been your energy that's been keeping him away because you've been focused on the old story. So let me just go and find those videos. Then you can watch them and understand a little bit more about what I'm saying here, especially if you have been affirming, because it is shifting the energy, but you just need to do that last bit if you like. So let me find it here. Good. Right, there's one of them that will help you, and here is another. And they both reiterate the fact that it has nothing to do with your specific person. It is the way you're telling the story. Okay, he definitely wants to come through, but you need to start really shifting your energy. See the energy all around you to bring him forward. Okay, so go and watch those two. There might be something in there that makes it click for you. Okay, and an understanding of it as well, so that you're not thinking it's impossible. Okay, you know, it's there. Everything is already created. Your relationship is already perfectly created. You're just not tapping in and tuning into it. Okay. You know, here we've got at the bottom of the deck, you know, living in your wish fulfilled. How would you feel if you were in that loving relationship? Okay, so those two videos give examples of what they did and how they were looking at it. We're a loving couple. Okay, of course he loves me. We've always been perfect together. I'm his perfect ideal woman, etc., etc. Okay, of course I'm always chosen. I'm irresistible. I'm irreplaceable. I'm unforgettable. Of course he's mine. Okay, so really go and have a look at that, my lovely. It will just give you that little nudge. Go and check out their other videos as well, because they do lots of videos on there about, you know, people, what they did. It has to come from you. It's never about anybody else. Everybody else is just showing up based on the thoughts that you have about them and the situation. Current circumstances do not matter one bit. They can change overnight. And Spirit just said then, with that card they flipped over, yeah, the two of you can live together. You've got the skills, everything's in place. He definitely wants to come forward. He definitely wants to be with you. He sees a future with you. He wants to take action. There is movement from the affirmations you've been doing behind the scenes. There's always movement, whether it's in the right direction or the wrong direction, depending on where your thoughts are. Okay, so if you've been affirming to attract him back, then it's working. There's movement. Spirit is letting you know here. But we persist. We don't look at 3D. We have to change within first. Okay, Sasha. Okay, so for you, Sasha, what you revealed to him, he didn't like. Okay, negative Nancy. Now, it may be that he's just thinking that you're just being very negative about it. Okay, it could be that his higher self is saying, you know, it's only because of your indecisiveness, because you keep looking at 3D. Okay, you know, you're torn between what your head's telling you and your heart's telling you here. But he's definitely, you know, he's not going anywhere. He'll only go away if you send him away. Okay, if you physically say to yourself, you know, or to him, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. He's there for you to have. So listen to what your heart is telling you. If you keep getting caught up in the fact that he's got third party, okay, then do the I remember. I remember when he was with a third party, but now he's with me. He chose me. Okay, he had to choose me. I'm his perfect ideal woman for him. He's only ever had eyes for me. The chemistry between us is off the charts. Okay, it was obvious he would always choose me. Be casual with it. Okay, just be like, because you're tying yourself up in knots and you keep looking at 3D, you then keep punishing yourself like, oh, I'm not worthy of it. Oh, this is never going to happen. Okay, focus on what you want. Keep your eye on your target. What is the outcome you want with this person? Okay, stop looking at 3D, talking to other people about it, looking at 3D, okay? Stay in what you want, my lovely. In your bubble of the end that you want with him once and for all. You're the only one that is causing this, the hot and cold and the, oh, you know, it's just taken so long. It's only because you're not persevering in what you want. Every time the 3D throws something at you, you have a big wobble about it. Okay, you're not like, whatever, okay, he's mine, he always chooses me, and getting on with your life knowing that it's a done deal. So again, for you, where I've just linked those videos, go back to the top one. Okay, you put the top one is more relevant because there's a third party in it. Okay, they were in no contact for 2 years. There was a third party, but she, you know, she was seeing it on social media that they were a couple. So the way that she faced that fear was every time it popped up on social media, she would just imagine her name being there. Okay, he's with me. His status is that he's with me. Also, she was saying as well, you know, of course he's reaching out to me. Of course he would choose me. You know, I'm the love of his life, etc., etc. Persist, persist, persist. But in the story, it does say how she wasn't seeing any movement, so she thought it wasn't working. There's always movement. The universe doesn't stop. There's always movement. That's why I use the seed analogy. Well, other people do as well. Okay, when you plant that seed, it germinates. The roots go down. So you're seeing absolutely nothing above the surface. And then all of a sudden, one day, boop, there it is. Okay. So keep your eye on what you want. You're the only one that keeps telling you that you can't have it. Because you keep going back to reacting to 3D. So use the I remember when. Okay, I remember when he used to be with somebody else, but now he's with me and we're in a happy, solid relationship. Okay? No, you don't contact him. No, 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 no. You don't. Go and listen to that video. You do not have to lift a finger. Okay? That's the whole point of creating it within. Go and listen to that video. You're still not getting quite the hang of this. You're making it so hard for yourself. Okay? Yeah, because he wants you. You know, hit him hard. But he wants you here. You know, he's not going anywhere. But you've got to get your yes, you can set boundaries. That's perfectly fine. Okay? Because, you know, yes, you feel, you know, you're not second best. I'm first best. Thank you very much. You know, I'm not your puppet, or I'm not your cake and eating it. You know, enough now. You either want me or you don't. But, you know, yes, you can set boundaries like that. But in your head, you're affirming only for what you want. If you go the rest of the day or the rest of the week going, oh, I wish I hadn't done that now, or, oh, he probably hates me for that, or he won't ever contact me again, or he'll probably stay with the third party now, or he might find somebody else on the side. You are going to create all of that. So go and listen to that video, please. Okay, the top one and the bottom one, to remind you that everyone is you pushed out, has nothing to do with anybody else. It's the story you're telling yourself. You're not going to lose him. Okay? But you have to keep to your end story. And that's what Spirit's telling you here. What is the end that you want? To live with him, to be married to him, to be a couple? Then you have to do the work and you have to persevere and you have to not keep reacting to 3D. It's not about them. Okay? It is your movie. You've got the power, not them. Okay, Madhura, my lovely. What is your question? Yes, this is your reading, my lovely. I can see your question, sweetheart. Okay. So in his energy, he is sort of getting more balanced. Okay. Usually the pentacles are up and down, but this card is balanced. Okay. It's pretty even now. So sort of the worst is behind you both now. Okay. He's feeling more balanced where he is, maybe feeling even more financially secure where he is. But it's more, you know, the pentacles for me are emotional security and financial security. So he's feeling quite balanced now. He's definitely wanting a new beginning with you. And here, you know, man holding heart, he loves you. So he may be thinking, you know, about you either going to where he is or him coming to where you are. Spirit is saying here, the reason you're not seeing the movement that you want is because you're in your own mental prison. Okay, you're looking at all the worst things. He's being very distant lately, blah, 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 blah. You know, does he even want to be with me? Start affirming that, of course, he's very expressive. Okay, he's always emotionally vulnerable and emotionally opening up to me. He's always, you know, we communicate really well together. We can talk about everything and anything. You're stuck in your mental prison, and Spirit is saying, let go of doing that. Okay, start bringing in the you two being together. We're such a beautiful, loving, solid couple. You know, when you're in bed at night, imagine that he's there with his arms around you. You don't have to work out the how and the when. That's never your job. If you're imagining going to sleep every night with him holding you in his arms and he's kissing you goodnight and saying what an amazing day you've had together, how much he loves you, then it will happen. What you focus on grows. But if you keep focusing on everything that's not working out, he never tells me how he feels, he's not very expressive, he seems to be really distant, then that is what you're going to keep seeing reflected back. So start changing the story you're telling yourself, because yes, the two of you can be together and that's what he wants, but he can't come forward and express it because he's acting the part you're giving him. You're basically, here's your script. It says that you're not very expressive, that you're very distant, okay, and you probably don't even want to be with me. Change your script that you're giving him in your head instead of being stuck. Focus on what you want. It's your movie. Your thoughts are creating your 3D and the people in it, how they are behaving back towards you, my lovely. So change your thoughts instead of being stuck in the old story of what's not serving you, because all you're doing is starving yourself from having what you want. Yeah, you've got the drawbridge up. Okay, so you're stuck in your tower, not going out seeing anybody. You're not seeing anything happen, okay? Time doesn't matter. You're the one holding on to that time, okay? Do you see any changes happening? Not until you shift your energy. He can't make the changes till you start affirming for what you do want in your thoughts. You're just pinning yourself down, look, with all your thoughts. Swords are your thoughts, with your heart beside you, feeling like you're not getting anywhere. Change your thoughts. Go to bed at night and imagine that you've spent the day together. Okay, you don't have to figure out the how and the when or where you are or where he is. You're seeing yourself together. That which you focus on will happen. So if you keep focusing on what you haven't got, you're going to keep seeing more of what you haven't got. Okay, bring in that loving energy. The two of you together are a beautiful couple together. Okay? You're welcome. Neha, this is only paid readings, my lovely.
Stay there. Good girl. Lay down. Lay down with Teddy. Good girl. Hmm? You want to go and see Daddy? Go on then.
Okay, Rose, what's your question, my lovely? What's your question, Rose? Pop it in the chat. Okay. Are you in contact with this person? Okay. Thank you. Okay. So I'm just checking what you can remember if you got 6 cards or 10. 6. Sorry, my lovely. Okay. Okay. There's movement of some kind. You're going into a next cycle with him. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, going into the next cycle here. There's some kind of this can be a multitude of things. It could be that you go on a specific date together. There could be a social event, you hang around at the same event with each other. It's a social card. Okay, so there's some kind of social event going on here where you're going to be able to reap the benefit of what you've wanted. Okay, all the seeds have grown, the bush is now flowering with you to pick the seeds that you planted however long ago you planted those seeds. Okay, so whatever it is that you want, there's something that's going to work out in your favor here. Okay, that you're going to enjoy. Now, Spirit is saying, you know, you don't need to stress and worry. Stop worrying and stressing. Okay, it's safe for you to love. Whether you see him as romantic still or just a friend, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy yourself, okay? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Your heart area has more of an electromagnetic energy field than your mind. So when you're really sending out loving energy, you're enjoying yourself, you're in a high vibrational energy, you will get all the good things back to you. Okay, if you're worrying and stressing, you're putting out a lower energy, and because we tend to be in our thoughts, okay, and we get the negative stuff coming in. Also, Spirit is saying we've got the door to Spirit here. So things are going to happen in, you know, Spirit's heard you for a start. Okay, they're sending a dove through. So the dove signifies peace, things being more peaceful. And the door to Spirit is open. They've heard you. Whatever you want, you can have. It's there for you to pick. There's movement going in the right direction here. So Spirit again is saying just stop looking for it. Stop worrying and stressing. Where is it? How's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Okay, just let it come. We've heard you, Spirit is saying. You don't need to keep reordering what you've already ordered. You know, he's a very laid back guy. He could be very spiritual. Okay, you could have this spiritual connection between you. But, you know, he's just, hey, you know, take life as it is type of guy. So why are you worrying and stressing? There's nothing to worry about and stress about overall in this connection or friendship or whatever you want it to be, my lovely. But something good is coming in here. So just have fun. Look at you having fun there. Have fun. And even as really good friends. Okay? Shift your energy. Start to give out that beautiful energy that you've got, Spirit is saying, instead of worrying and stressing. Every card that I'm seeing is just have fun. Be your normal, happy self. Okay? Oh, where are those cards gone? Okay, I'm going to end the session because it's gone very quiet. So I may as well go to bed.